On this video, I want to talk about empowering beliefs and if your beliefs that you have about yourself are serving you. So these can be disempowering and they can be empowering, and sometimes we don't know we have them, and should we look for them? And we kind of got all questions around those sorts of things. So I want to dig a bit deeper with that today. If you don't know me, I'm Lucy, and I help female business builders to expand their team and scale their business online. Beliefs and what they then lead to is really important to understand, because if we have a belief that empowers us, then we are going to be thinking all the good things around that belief. You know, if you think that you look good, right? That might be, that's an empowering belief. You think, I look really good. And so your thoughts around that are, I know I look good, therefore I've got confidence, I can wear those kinds of clothes. And then you're going to take action on that, and you're going to talk to somebody because you feel like you look good, or you're going to go to a certain shop and buy those clothes because you know you're going to look good in those clothes. So that's the kind of the pattern that works. So if you believe something, you think about it in that particular way, whether that is an empowering way or a disempowering way. And then because of those thoughts that you're having, you'll take action because of those thoughts. But what should we do if we are feeling like we've got some disempowering or less effective beliefs going on in our belief system? Should we actually dive into those and search those out and find what the most disempowering one is, or the top 5? You know, what are those beliefs that are stopping us taking the actions, that are stopping us thinking in the right way? Or should we go the other way, which is what I'm going to suggest, and that is looking for empowering beliefs, not necessarily the empowering beliefs that you already hold. Because if you've been stuck in a rut, if you're going round in a circle and you don't believe you can do something, you don't believe that you're good enough, you don't believe that you're ever going to achieve the level in the company that you want to get to, if you don't believe that, and you can kind of look around and try and work out why that is, what's that come from? But it doesn't matter, because that belief is there. What we don't want to do is keep believing that belief, because if we keep believing that belief, we're not going to get to where we want to get to. So the better way, in my opinion, that I have found to be true, is to look for the empowering beliefs that we want to have. So if we'll take that one as an example, which is, I'm not good enough to get to that level in the company, the empowering belief is, I am absolutely good enough, I know enough to get to that level in the company, right? Really simple switch. And then write that belief down. And then find another area that you want to believe in. So I believe that I'm a great leader. I believe that I bring in 10 customers a month. I believe that I bring in people who are leadership quality and will go the course. So what are those beliefs that you want to have? And write those down. And I would say go for 20. So I did an exercise quite a long time ago where I went for 20. And, you know, I am an inspiring, energetic leader. I am an achiever. I am living in the now, present and aware. So it can be not just to do with your business, it can be to do with your life. And then making sure that this is prominent, rather than at the back of the book that gets shut and you never look at again until another time you go, I'm sure I've written them down somewhere. Have them up on your wall, have them in your I was going to say in your face. You don't want them in your face, but you want to be able to see it. So if you journal every day, make sure you put them in your journal, and that's what you read through at the beginning of every day. That's what I do. I have mine printed off I stick it in my journal. I turn to that page every day and I read out those empowering beliefs, and then I'll start journaling. So that is something I would suggest you do. So write out 20 empowering beliefs that you wish to hold about yourself. And then read them out every single day. That just once. You don't need to go over and over and over, just once, and that's it. And what that does, it's you start to absorb that because you're hearing it from yourself. You're telling yourself, you're reprogramming your mind. And now the next thing to look at is there are three things here. There are actions that lead to, there are beliefs that lead to your thoughts. And your thoughts will lead to your action or your inaction. Now, I was asked the other day, which is the easiest one of those to change? You might have your own thoughts on this. Which one do you think? Do you think it's easiest to change your beliefs, your thoughts, or your actions? I went for this one, actions. My actions are the easiest of those three things. I'm not saying that any of those are easy, but that's the easiest thing to change, my actions. So long ago, when I was out in the marketplace working my business, I was told that I could do, this was a kind of a method that I was told I could do. It was called questionnairing. And I would have a sheet of paper, I'd have a pen, I'd have a little clipboard, and I would stand in the street in my town and I would ask people, do you have a couple of minutes you could help fill out a questionnaire? And they would walk past and a lot of them would stop and say, yes, of course, only 2 minutes, that's fine. And they would come and stand next to me and I'd fill out the questionnaire. But the first time I did that, I didn't really believe I could do it. And I was really scared. I was very scared. And I walked around the town for 2 hours. 2 hours before I stopped and planted my feet on the ground and then took a deep breath and said, excuse me, do you have 2 minutes? You could help fill out a questionnaire. Oh my goodness. That is changing the action. Before I changed the belief, I still didn't believe I could do it, but I was taking the action that I could. Okay, so that is what I mean by taking the action first. And because I kept on doing it, because I stood there for the next, I don't know how long it was, probably only half an hour. It was quite traumatic at the time, I seem to remember, because I was there on my own. I was taking myself totally out of my comfort zone, taking that action and asking these strangers as they walked past, could they, take 2 minutes to fill out my questionnaire? It was on health and nutrition. Could they fill it out for me? And they did, and they stopped. And then the next time I went, I probably only walked around for half an hour before I stopped again. And then the next time I just went there and just did it over and over and over, because the belief was I could now do it, right? I'd taken the action to do it. Now I believed I could do it. Not only that, I was getting results because I was doing it. So it's not now, oh, maybe the belief is, well, if I do this, I probably won't, even though that woman that said she does it lots and gets loads of customers from it, she can do it. I don't believe that I'll get customers. Maybe that was my next belief. I can't actually remember, to be fair, but maybe that was. But because I kept doing it, because I kept following up, because I kept speaking to people, I was getting 2 customers out of 10 or 12 people that I stopped and asked, and they gave me their information. 2 customers. And if I did that twice a week, that was 4 customers, right? So because I was getting 10 to 12 people stopping and giving their details each time, I would stand there probably for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point was I was taking the action which changed my belief. So if you are thinking, try and think of something. I'm not going to make something up, but you know what you are not doing because of a belief. I don't have enough time to do that. We'll do it anyway, and then you'll find out you have the time. So that you're changing your action to eventually change the belief. When you change that belief, you change the thoughts around that. It's like, well, now I know I can do that. Actually, and now I know it gets results So my thoughts around that is that's a really good thing to do. And I know I get success doing that. So I'm going to keep doing that. So my belief had changed because of my actions, and because of my actions and the results I was getting, the thoughts around that changed as well. So then I shared that with my team and got them coming out as well, and they got results. So that is my message today. Find the empowering beliefs that you want to have for you, for your business, for your family, for your personal life, and then take action on those beliefs. Forget about the disempowering ones, forget about the limiting ones. We don't want to know about those. We don't need to go searching for those. They don't do us any favors at all. So that's it. If you want to join in with the group, then there's always the link right at the top of this page. I can also leave a link below, and you can get on to the Facebook group, and you can join in a whole group of people that are going through the same thing, that will also be learning new skills so that their belief system changes, so that because they're taking action, and then their thoughts change as well because of that. So I'm going to wish you an absolutely awesome day. Let me know what you might change, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.